All right, so welcome to the channel. Today, yeah, we are talking about immigration, U.S. immigration. So you'll be our follow American politics. When you say during the campaign season, President Donald Trump, last time back no campaign, he said, "Oba, the world will witness a massive deportation. Deportation, yeah, a bit sida, and also Oba a bit because." And since I was swearing in, we have been picking up signals. Indeed, sending what kind of the CIA people are being deported, and there are other things going on. So we're signing a lot of um, policy directives on immigration, and also they panic in some way about could. And fortunately for us, the will be a knowledge into these areas. Today we have Mr. Abdul Fauzi Issa. Mr. Abdul Fauzi Issa, a graduate student, American immigration, who laws and how to get or how to become citizens of the United States. That is the naturalization. And if you start no question, I mean, you come and have a conversation on these things. What is going on? What should immigrants do? What should immigrants not do? What are our options? And then any other thing that pertains to immigration. So, welcome to the channel, Mr. Fauzi.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. Medase. Seja.
Good.
One friend is saying, "Me no make chinkomo," and the course of America concerning immigration.
Yeah. Thank you very much. But I also with this because it was such a short notice, but you still made it happen. So really appreciate that. From my end, what I'm seeing, and it's and this I'm speaking from what I saw in the news. It has been ongoing, right? If you say deporting illegal immigrants. There was a news item on ABC News where the military aircraft and a deported in Crawford. In the past, according to the story now, I was saying in the past, they were using commercial aircraft. I think I was saying ICE for crowd or more planes. But I think the massive scale of this thing or the seriousness of this thing requires that they involve the military. And what I saw on the military aircraft, and we show you videos show you videos of what I'm talking about. So that's what is happening here, and other places also. Yeah, now. So I just want to ask you, maybe I always see when your signal be as ice day across Wahana.
Yo, Medase. Question no. Maybe we're Houston, Texas. So far, no.
Okay.
I'm up for born there. But yenya bibisa I say I'm up for aqua rating. Most of the rates are about, I think it's in the north. You're doing in New York, Ohio, and then that we are hearing. But as to the validity of it, and then sometimes you can verify some of these videos, especially Ohio, what we are getting is that it's otherwise just any ice for. What we are getting to say, yes, what for Omokochubi and the Bimus to say, immigrants no more than Omokwakochu. Until we get a real source, but I has said the idea. We bibisa. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now, so could it be a possibility that there will be a collaboration between ICE and the SWAT and as ICE and the police? Is it possible, or I mean, how does it work?
So at the federal level, ICE operates on a different level. So until it will depend on various states. I'm not more the authority to work with them, but they are supposed to on basis, just them. They're not supposed to involve SWAT. Involve side law enforcement. Then it turns into a whole different situation. But ICE is supposed to conduct these things on their own without involving the police, the army, and other law enforcement agencies. When they do, it's a different situation. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mr. Tom Homan, I don't know, sir, what in India he's the border. I'm sorry, the borders are. As I said, I don't know where will be a president today. In our sir. I think he has a record in ICE. His career or his profession, he's built it in that area. He's been through the ranks in ICE, including what goes on at every level. He's the one in charge of this. Now, need to be a meeting. What can I say? Now, at the initial stage, they will be focusing on more and more criminal records. It even find say be an illegal immigrant to back room and say, but when your criminal record be, ain't another a narco court, you didn't see me, yeah, we're releasing an acid visa, or a number. Just say, those are the people on the fear targeting. Now, we are then maybe they will go into other areas. I don't know what you think about it. Is that what you are also picking up?
So what is happening is sometimes they need like some people trying to stepping stone. The original and they say, oh, petty crime, like what could we have was snow. So burglary, federal misdemeanors, not federal misdemeanors, and misdemeanor crimes, to go and then get them out of the country. But from what they're planning to do, they're gonna go beyond that. They'll go beyond that. In your mobile, you need to make sure that you are very, very prepared to face them if they happen to come across you and try to get you out. Yeah.
Misdemeanor, I don't know, to the layman's, this is those petty crime and I say.
Yeah, so shoplifting, okay, shoplifting and theft. Shoplifting, theft. I just have to look at some of the. Yeah, so we said theft, stealing, battery, up to a certain point. Those are considered misdemeanors. Yeah.
Now, obviously, I say on your ticket, on your speeding tickets, on your parking tickets, and
those are fine. Those are traffic related. Yeah.
Okay.
Those are traffic related.
Okay. And there are other I use who I might say you say the bill more court immigration court go high the narco immigration court they didn't see maybe court see deporting, but those people are still around. Some are even in prisons. Almost say those people almost they will be part of the first batch. I don't know so what to do with this. And I said, how does it work? Say local court. Now immigration court as one making. Hey, do what's the movie? Are you allowed to go back to your house? And I said, if I see do something now differ, that's how I should put it. So differ, which we call feedback, and I said it's just like the normal prison, straight away you go into ICE detention.
Okay. Did the woman say, "Oh, be my friend"? Expedited removal. Expedited removal. And I know if you are within 100-mile radius of the border, not you've been a customs officer Chiwa. At that point, previous government, they weren't implementing it, but this time, this current government, I'm implement it. Jumbo Chiwa, almost right there and then, which make us say, wait before, and then normal sign them, they'll put you through the process of expedited removal and return you back to maybe a Ufiba. Yes. Okay. So that's one aspect. So the second one, let's say, if for instance you if the second can you ask your second question again? I didn't ask.
So what I was saying is that almost in the people who do some that who have 5 years of 6 years and now for court he didn't see me, but he's still here. You didn't ask him say court see him go judge see him go back to the some of them are more ICE detention centers. They've been through prisons near there. And as part of the first batch for no more some for no number focusing on as I said the any those with criminal records. I think someone now almost focus more on what is here. And as at last Friday, next Sunday, I recording. Last Friday, I made it not so much in the over 1,000. Over 1,000. It appears to say most of them if South America, right? Any flights be Africa yet. Most of them it appears more if South America and ever. So my question was that say only ICE encounter at the work of court, Judge Diwasem, unfortunately, what happens to you? Do you get the opportunity to go back to your house and pack your stuff and answer? Straight away now,
yes, in the from the court, your friend immigration court. And then more detention
Okay.
centers. Those detention centers are operated by ICE, by a third party for ICE. Until the woman say yes, do
Okay.
from over detention centers into from Honomono, then they take you home. You are entitled to one bag. So therefore,
One bag.
so if the judge finds you guilty in one way or the other, that's it. You go back to the cells, wait to be expedited, to be taken back to your country, and you're allowed to patch your back, right? Just to clarify.
Back. And then somebody say back. Opa, me kwa kope a cooler ko so fiura kakaka ni na. And I say
just 20 pounds. It has to weigh 20 pounds and less. Yeah.
Oh.
So me way. Until on Crawford, there will be no Tommy Barber Strow, whatever, Dom de Brobiano, and one on Naja. You have to play, then you go.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow. It's Mr. Abdul, your case will be undocumented and as illegal. I don't know, Sanipan, no, or any Pabaya.
Good. Chromo has say, or be or training alien and non-alien. Undocumented, and just say, when you Chromo honey. And now when you come honey, when you're American, good.
Okay.
And Obaswa, there's a process. There's a process you have to go through as a American. And that process as a American, and we are undocumented. Now undocumented, you are mummy. Obi wa Honoma or Bano, Obi for plane, Obi swam for plane. Over plane now, Baha, not officer. Actual passport to move a mile apart from visa number mile you crew Mohonomono. Oba, Yamba Mao, friend I-94, remember a percent period. This time I said, if an officer, an immigration officer, admits you, you are in one way or the other, you've been admitted, so you are not considered an undocumented.
Okay.
You are not undocumented. And sometimes, sometimes you could fall out of documented, if I could put it that way.
Okay, can you explain that?
Okay, let's say you've gone through the process, Obaye, who in the process of becoming a citizen. Has said. And let's say let's say 5 year, 1 year authorization, I say 1 year green card. Now a war between say be now on bema of foforno, and I say we now renew amount. And now with situations you become undocumented in one way or the other. You fallen out of status.
Okay. Now, young fan say we go start the program there by fan say be a conference and the buy. And Yamano, I'm kind of saying visitor visa.
And B1, B2 visitor. But we have B1 business, no pleasure, and a B2 near business.
Okay. In Tinipano, the visa sign about say conference also, whatever they buy and why be. I understand this is uncle for now do more 6 months to stay here. And
most of the time, minimum on the airport even though it's over 2 weeks scramble on the 6 months. So it's
okay. In the final say you have 6 months to stay here. So Nipan stay beyond 6 months or no, so by undocumented and
first of all, you are still 1 year undocumented in that country. You've not even tried to adjust your status. Until that part of you being documented and undocumented, it doesn't count. But only Namhokwa, visa, your I-94 has expired, and then you are just there. Is that what you're trying to say?
So that time, and so that time not be illegal.
Well, in one way or the other. So one try to be adjusted with status. You are in one way or the other you are floating. But the word here is not undocumented. Undocumented is when you try to adjust and then you falling out of status. and then in one way or the other.
Into how operation here because you say nipa ya ma classify me say ma clarify me say or the visitor visa ne buy 6 months na the status and society right so visa na so no so how operation so nipa no bitimi aka no
And I make say almost kind of sad, but it's not supposed to. It just cuts across board. This will be what I say now. It's not valid from first to like the 20th of within the next 6 months or whatever period. You'll be considered undocumented according to what they do that exercise or muye. Yeah, but mainly it applies to illegally. So that you've not been admitted. Or you've been admitted and you've been admitted and then down the road for some down the road you fall out of steps. And that's basically it. And what they are trying to tell us is that they've committed, look at the emphasis here, committed crime. Just won't commit crime, we are then we are okay. So and I say what now more than 2 years, if you've been here more than 2 years, you are not considered. That's exactly I mean before so and say the previous thousands of crofo has say about border buy. So episode back. That's basically it.
Okay.
Episode the come over back. And the question say
is it because you said
my numbers so they are easily traceable. They are easily traceable. Yeah, and so bad they admit you no people say call I've been reported saying it's animal. So yeah, until pass it back. Because when I say I see a bus you'll be call New York, a bus you'll be call X amount of it's animal. So California and so they are the main target, and also they just add the people that are they consider them as what illegal in terms of criminals and animal.
Like cities here, what bossy, Max say New York name, all these big cities, you know, why Shapa. But I say those places, so now I must say from sanctuary cities.
Yeah.
Right. What do them say? How show and say what do they car? Only I since NBA. I don't know. Do you know anything about that sanctuary cities name immigration and no? Because they understand the enemy when they say those places they deporting right? Based on say unin krata na so we the only number baby so na mo say yeah why now we to a free kuduma akwa untimi maybe nobody's going to drag you say they deport you because unin krata and it's from sanctuary cities. I don't know if that is right.
You when I say with that question deportation no dear it has nothing to do with state level, a federal so federal. Okay. The woman is said, sanctuary cities, woman is said, they are friendly to immigrants in a sense that Omomra ain't here immigrants.
Okay.
There are some of the states that
sanctuary cities in the
New York.
Let me some of these
New York, Pennsylvania, and then California. These three meaning they are sanctuary cities.
Okay. It's Chicago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Intimate. The woman said, "Sanctuary, bra, mejo. Meboa wama. Ubeti na ha. Me. I will not require a lot of normal from you in one way or the other. You could still function. You could have a family. Ubeti me your driver's license. Ubeti me your juma sanomoney. All those things. Washington so kahon. Washington, Seattle.
Washington State.
Washington State.
Seattle, okay.
And so these are these states, they offer those things. Unlike other states, you have to have driver's license from that state before you could do certain things. So, and before driver's license, probably you have to have Krata, Ibisha at a certain point.
Yeah.
And the sanctuary cities are quite a safe haven for the immigrant. Into Biblia, much more honomo abo bra. So when obi wo ho a wayɛ ho a enkosi hwee wayɛ a enkosi hwee wontimi nti ɔno anto ɔbɛyɛ den ɔbɛyɛ din ɔkɔ no adwuma na waba fie ɔkɔ no adwuma na waba fie nti these cities will give you those tools for you to function. So mra uni card obetumi anya obetumi driver's license that you could drive to and from work. Yeah.
Okay.
But in terms of the just to add up to it, into the travel person, you know, say the sanctuary cities, no, I say then mayors and the governors, names, they have to approve say some of the policies or the way of person, you know, or the tracking crop no. At the state level, no, do they agree? Will they go with it? So because at the federal level, at a certain point, they do have some rights, some control, some policies, and yet, and now many of them, then they will take it in one way or the other. No. So the various governors, mayors, and all of that, no, sometimes they either have to choose to side with the federal government or not. Or not. So, idea, Omogusu, at this point.
And these sanctuary cities are safe haven. It appears at this time, you can say it appears there's no any safe havens because of operations like possible. And could there be a possibility, say, everyone say undocumented and also illegal? And I made a mini case be a mini criminal record be a, but they happen to do a raid somewhere, and I'm a bit me. Aframi,
yeah, Omobasana, they just raid. Recently, back in New York, I think about 30% of them were citizens, but they took them, away. They took them away, and later found out they were citizens. Yeah.
Wow. Just Obiamani to miss So then it means that maybe I could be an so we are careful. There was a news I think it turned out to be a hoax. The South African market to be in somewhere minimum host Houston was a hill. Among folk I say there was a raid on the market. African market in the scene there before you did right. You could be near Banquan and why in your tone. So everyone is a African market I could be I could see there you were open so for maybe you are undocumented. Now you happen to be there, that's almost really well. Just a year, bit me a foul.
Say, I would say you will be a friend of trying times. Unama, it's all showing you. Yeah, this is the time for us to, as immigrants, say, why you if you are due for naturalization, and I say, why you cramp on that? The baby will fee any deportation, let's say, or any other person who will be deported. So apply for citizenship. That is the ultimate. You just apply for citizenship. If you apply for citizenship, that's it. You will not fall in all these categories. But you see, the number, you have to know some normal beer, that and not guaranteed. Yeah, but sometimes they don't even go by what they're supposed to do, like the raid, like in the raid. They take everybody. And at that point, you will not have the chance to challenge them. But when you have the opportunity to challenge them, you have to request for sentence. Let's say, maybe you have the right now to open the door. So, you have the right now to open the door. It's your house. It's entrenched in the U.S. Constitution. Maybe someone, first of all, more warrant. They need to pass through the door, and on the warrant, SS spell it out to Dean completely. Will address in Sanoma, and this one, you don't have to open the door, and they cannot break your door. Yeah,
they cannot break it.
Cannot break your door and come in. So that would be a different case.
Anna, it appears to say, okay, let me say, so be up immigration lawyer be number on phone. So, it is
oh, media.
Because Usadi with the banner is the law against you. The Unimobia also can interpret the law and also can defend you with the law. I was with my issue.
I know there. Yeah, I know there. Like I said, it's trying times.
Wow.
And you know, so
Mhm.
you know. Um,
The Baba Bessin lawyer, na Bessin, we are Ned Wako, Wafraco, nothing about Bessin, Ned Wako.
yeah, sure, then like I said, they make out to say, let's be mindful. No man near pin my and you know, just be careful and and um and try to have me premature. Let your immigration lawyer be your number one. On the telephone number, yeah, number one on your contacts. Have that in place, and then know what to do. Apart from so number two, the force. If you have the means to resist that arrest, one of them is they cannot do that is to ask for a warrant, and on it they have to state your name and sound no money. And then once, even if it's there, tell them. Even so, somebody around no crime bar, tell them you have the right to a lawyer. You want to talk to a lawyer. You don't want to talk, but you want to talk to a lawyer. It's right there. You could just keep quiet, so you don't have to answer more questions.
Okay.
Then answer catch them say you have the right to a lawyer, and to be a lawyer, and your lawyer will get in touch with them right there. You could get your lawyer there. Your lawyer can come. No, on the ask for night then. Or match you whilst wow yeah then one inside. Yeah, if anything.
When I say the lawyer for Mokoko na asu you, if you cash off.
Kaka, you go see.
I said,
Yes, kaka. You mama, you know, yeah. We are near.
Obi assemble, so be doing well, no being going away. There is a say there. Lawyer na birthright and so much so much. So Kromanke, who are not who Kromasia, Lanka, we are citizen. But as a president, so as another directive was a saying of a friend, say, Saturday no pursuit.
You,
I don't know, lawyer, I won't come out to say.
I know the current affairs. We said they didn't know sign no cramp one kind. I said this is going to be a difficult one because
Okay.
yes, Kromo has said the Emra ye juma pa. Or the kind say or sign em at 12 o'clock and Joanna one Seattle, Washington State. This district attorney file say masa yeah no baby untimi nyasa because constitution. It's gonna be a difficult thing to do up the hill. In the sense that they're bad in Amano because it's entrenched in the constitution. On only argument in this well, Emra is very, very interesting. I mean, we all learn every day. Kromuham Rani said the constitution of a woman and specify you and specify say we are Kromu, we are legal, and I say unye legal. So no, so the other ban on the argument or the ban say unye legal. So
in other words, we are illegal.
Obano,
you cannot give birth.
Obano will not be a citizen.
And your child. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir,
you have to be illegal.
Yes, you according to the Okana, it has to be your parents have to be legal residents. Good. But constitution is in the soil, American soil, or beyond. I forgot the key word, but once you are born, regardless of Bibia Ufi, Oman, they didn't talk about status, as far as I know. Yeah, they didn't talk about status. It's the U.S. and the U.S. territory. Yeah. So that's his argument. That's his argument, and it's gonna be difficult. It's a court exam, so definitely the DAs will interpret it in a way that will definitely make sense, and he will not ultimately get away with it. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting is over here social media, Ghana social media. People have very, very interesting submissions on this. Bakwana Mekanya Obika was say one of for us so much because the politicians now where you they are exploiting those things, right? Because they have the means in say the yellow for no the next play. Now the number America no about right. Then the pana American citizen, and because of that, internet you must also more too many year no more you couldn't na where the my and yet somehow enjoy no one too many no money because at the end of the day you know we secure the family. And you know almost fast to say President Trump so drama is a good thing. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that in some way that birthright citizenship, no, is it being exploited in some way, some quarters?
I would say for immigrants, I would say it's an opportunity. Maybe the American say it's an opportunity.
Okay.
I would say it's an opportunity,
Okay.
and for everybody, it doesn't. And say we a minister, we a then we a. It's just that a balance because someone maybe I'm moving saying the ordinary people.
Yeah.
But if I cannot trust I don't remember panic trust a DB. A bit what I'm calling the minister chooses somewhere it's up to it's up to even ordinary people. Most of the time more relatives or my yes a lot of people and a lot of countries take that opportunity on my woman because some person your honey. Yeah.
Now, President Trump also can be on H1, is it H1B1 or H1B visa? Yeah, also his I don't know which may I explain that kind of visa, no? But what he said was also they supported that type of visa, no, for people. What is that visa and who qualifies for that?
Okay. H1B visa no a non-immigrant visa category. Obetumi apply. Apply before no na your pool or raffle, not a year raffle.
Okay.
So people didn't apply for that category a lot of times. And every year, so more portion, let's say 80,000 per year now. Maybe 10,000, 20,000. They don't even use it. So this visa category, those kind of H1B, normally more allotment, no. That maybe let's say J1 for and I said B1, B2 for. So
okay, because omanya ni pado do amoma and visa, right? Okay.
Good. Until before then, no apply. Now and then, Mosha paperwork. Okay, almost far away, browdy way about normally amount. But I think for the past 5 years, no, the level of application, no, is shooting up. So and the Omaya, no, as a lottery visa. They say it's a green card lottery. If I put it that way, I know your audience probably know about green card. Now H1, B2, H1, B2 visas they are lottery. In a sense, and according to them, the last year the people that applied was 700 thousands of people, and they could only allot 80,000 per. So what can they do? Yes, they just have to put it in the pool and then do it. So it's called specialty. It's called specialty visa. Okay. And you have to fall in the category, 10 category. You have to have a minimum of a bachelor's degree, going up, a master's degree, and you have to fall within certain category. The difference between other visas is that you don't have to prove a whole lot to get that visa, and if you do, if you do, now they just put it in the pool and then you go ahead. If you win, go ahead and now go through the process and become part of it. All right, now Trump on the side, why Trump? What kind of Trump you're interested now? Maybe I thought Elon Musk. Elon Musk, but you be himself in South Africa on your Kromohani, and that guy is into science. Normal spaceship,
Starlink, Tesla,
and then this is AI, whatever that is. Good. So he believes in what is called STEM. Okay. So they say there's only one nature.
Yeah, right hand man.
Yes.
So the right hand man, I don't know.
It's not who Oko who what's the key word? Oko who and na assume say BMO because you
Mhm.
will get a lot of people from other countries to apply to that route because on only company, they
Mhm.
recruited. They need a lot of group work people that are highly skilled, so that are in the STEM
Mm.
category. So into OBS
Okay.
idea now that could do what that will people he could use that opportunity to recruit people,
Yeah. To recruit
more
more people.
people
Yeah.
into an only area of steadiness and man. Aha.
Mm.
Nti yes, I know some wokai saga where Ravi Ravi, there's a Ravi, one of
Ravi.
the former
Vivek. Is it
I
Vivek?
think so, yeah.
Yeah. Vivek
Ramaswamy,
Ramaswamy.
not Ramaswamy, because say, oh, America for
Yeah.
Jabon, and then
Mhm.
he got mad, and in the feed a whole category, a whole squad, a part of the committee, and then that H1B2 partner now they wanted to propose. So, who did they know about now? They say,
Mhm.
said, the entire, oh yes, I did know, is because of
Mhm.
uh, mask.
Mask.
And behind the niche that's
Mm.
kind of suko say the woman in nti America for
Mm.
munshia and go muichi and nti
Mm.
they have to look overseas to get to get to get
Mm.
the right labor.
It's interesting because I'm saying, so Max, was it he posted something on X or I think it was either X or an interview, but what he said was he's recruiting. Now, recruitment now, so you don't need a college degree, right? All that you need is you have the skill to do something. And see, I think that he was recruiting software engineers. And what that you needed is far what you are in Fabra. In TB, I was okay, this is the program I wrote. This is an AI program I wrote or something I wrote. Just show that you've done something. It's not so much about the certificate that when you finish school, be an answer qualification, it's about what you can do. Okay, it's very, very
Right.
interesting. I think we have very interesting times ahead of
Absolutely.
us.
And to add to that, um,
Mm-hmm.
what do you call it? To add to that, when he's doing that recruitment, it's good. So that was what Max no saw here, so that Oman Pinyin
Mm-hmm.
bed and he will bring it down a little bit. Obebiemu
Mm-hmm.
kakra,
Yeah.
Obebiemu, and a
Mm-hmm.
uncle basono. So yeah, so the post you saw, I don't
Mm.
know when you saw it, but it's probably been a while. He was trying to get him involved so that he will relax it. You will not make it too tight. You make it less tight
Mm-hmm.
for people to
Mm-hmm.
apply and stuff like that. But now it's
Okay.
put on
Yeah.
hold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, part of us.
Okay. Me share document bi ma wa ibi a me nam online me ko hu ye. There's somebody was saying say we are undocumented immigrant there. There's as part of the executive what can I say executive orders or what? Yeah, can I say executive orders now president since and I say bini say we are undocumented go somewhere and get registered. I don't know say whether I'm capturing it correctly. What will be sir?
Me pacho debut. Debi. The name say registered now kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're undocumented. Just say uni krata and I say
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
why your krata na ako pim baby na.
Mm-hmm.
SL can register. They don't have a way of registering people like that because yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
I say open so I just there go through that process now. That's when
Mm-hmm.
you get assigned an A number and it's not normal. That's how you communicate with USCIS.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how me patrolling them in Nimo and I don't think that is possible for people to undocumented to go and register.
Yeah.
In register, then is how is that gonna who is conducting that registration and what are they gonna use it for?
And I'm just saying, that's how we are undocumented and also because of registered. And it is a
Thank
one I don't
you,
want.
thank you, thank you. Yeah, 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 yeah.
But in all this, I'm worried for group for Ghana for Africa for because I think say one US ambassador to be an over Ghana or Bema I'm refinishing. I saw a video of him back in I think 3 years ago or so. He was saying that Ghanaians are among the most kind of simple. Ghana for countries are overstay visa power America country nipa dodo overstay visa no. Ghana for kind of the top three. Nti no saa nsɛm a metiti wei no, in fact I became worried for my people. Nti in all this, if I say me Ghana ni me undocumented and I say me illegal, what do you think I should do in this situation in any my caucus? Me to Chicago and I say me to New York and I me to one of these places where hot beddy. What should I do? Like,
That's it. I am some who's video no. That's a former US ambassador to Ghana. Yeah.
okay.
Ghana for
Okay.
we have one of the highest. I think we the first visa they never come back. The American is kind of say lawyer.
Okay.
At this point.
Okay.
And then explain your situation to the lawyer. Dientia. Untimi and so person adjust here. Why you've not been able to do it. And I said, why yeah, but I could see her say. Maybe Monkai said the exercise or the emphasis here is on people that have been here less than 2 years.
Okay.
So what's not have more than
I know there a revelation partner who can you because with all this going on, I mean this is our aspect,
okay,
so
make sure all your paperwork
it's a very good point partner.
And like I said, yeah, if you are what's now have more than 2 years and uncommitted crime you are okay. You've not committed any crime that is considered a federal crime. Make sure your paperwork is intact and just be on your guard. Be on your guard. And then if you can, always have a lawyer nearby so that BBC and also what you used to do, just cut it, just stay within indoors. You're not here before, don't be doing it. Just try to restrict your movement in one way or the other. Just avoid public places. Yeah, avoid public places, at least for now. Yeah. Avoid public places for now and seek legal counsel. Very, very important. Make sure you maintain your LPR status in whatever way that you are. And if you've been here less than 2 years, that's where the emphasis is. So if you've been here less than 2 years, legally, just if you Ghana now buying. Now we're waiting here 6 months. Now what I brought 6 months. Please talk to a lawyer. Why? No advice in one way or the other as to what to do. So that mobile, then you know what to talk to them. But do not worry. Once one committed crime, do not shake. Just stay stay indoors most of the time, and hopefully this thing will pass.
Now to what kind indoors are seminar we meeting say we are told to say workplace so is that also true?
Yeah.
So meet me about workplace I don't remember how and I say be a sorry or church so meet me ask for meet me about
good.
Yeah,
okay, so they brought it was in the news as well. Meet me eyes. They are trying to. So call search places. But any BBR no meet me there. Those in charge of the pastors, the principals, they are not permitting them. They are trying to you to let them know that you cannot come through. The ICE cannot come to such premises to met you one. But Emra.
Yeah. I'm not a lawyer and I said we knew that's an only idea and for nipa bedro na so
Yeah, and that means
because menya lawyer.
yeah, obviously me who be say mama call schools visa and I'm sorry I already. But like I said, if you can for the time being, I'm sorry, no, so which one you online and patch in online.
Hey, some
you know, hey, so wouldn't even say what's someone yet there. That's the thing. Wouldn't say what's someone yet there. Branch me part yourself there. You know, my team come from Kakra. Yeah, so
all right. Well, yeah, that's it. It's been a very, very fruitful conversation. So we'll share video where we will encourage you to subscribe to the channel, like our video, share with your friends and colleagues, and tell them that something good is happening on this channel. But before we wrap up, we don't know your last words. Then I'll catch immigrants, illegal immigrants, undocumented immigrants, Ghanaians, Africans. Those are Sunny Power, we didn't have catch them finally before we wrap up.
The Americans say we have what we call law clinics. They could see, they could take, they could listen to your case for free. I'm on charge.
Oh, really?
Yes. Most of the time they're in the schools, universities. And I said, what do you call Google Law Clinic near me? They are Catholic centers. They are readily available to pretty much everybody. Reach out to them. There's a place that they can listen to your case and then advise you what to do. And once again, stay within your status. If you're on LPR, talk to a lawyer. Let the lawyer advise you if you can, and try to stay within your limits. Don't try to be out there doing what you're not supposed to do. Limit your movement. And when they knock on your door, the emphasis here is they could physically, pick you up. That's not right. So when you're home, please just stay within. When they come to your door, you have the right not to open the door, and by so doing you could ask for a warrant, and on the warrant you need to state your name, your address, telephone number, all that information. It has to be on there. And when they do, let them to pass it through the door. Even if they do, tell them, thank you for that, I'm going to give that to my lawyer in one way or the other. I have the right to a lawyer. I have the right to be quiet, to be silent. So therefore, I'm going to let my lawyer reach out to you. And I don't know. And they'll turn away and leave.
All right. Yeah, that's it. That's a pass for this education. So again, that's the end of our conversation. If you find value in this conversation, we will encourage you to like our videos, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends, and tell them something good is happening on this channel.